Hi guys, it's Simon C. In this AI radar, AI that grasps cause and effect, AI for education, teaching AI play D&D, and more. Wired.com points out that best AI systems can't grasp cause and effect. Specifically, Josh Tenenbaum, a professor at MIT's Center for Brains, Minds and Machines, led an experiment which showed how difficult it is for even the best artificial intelligence systems to grasp rudimentary physics and cause and effect. When posed more complex questions about the scene, such as what caused the ball to collide with the cube, the AI system answered correctly only about 10% of the time. In addition, Tannenbaum and his colleagues built a new kind of multi-approach AI system capable of learning about cause and effect that scores much higher on the intelligence test. Though this approach requires more hand-built components than many machine learning algorithms, the system is brittle and won't scale well. A mix of approaches, says Tannenbaum, along with some new ideas, will be needed to take artificial intelligence forward. Specifically, the system uses deep learning to recognize objects in a scene. The output of this is fed to software that builds a 3D model of the scene and how objects interact. If a robot could reason causally, it might be able to avoid problems it hasn't been programmed to understand. The same is true for a self-driving car. It could instinctively know that if a truck were to swerve and hit a barrier, its load could spill on the road, for example. Technology Review reports an article about unleashing the power of artificial intelligence for education. Educators today are in agreement they need an AI strategy, points out Technology Review, but many institutions don't know how to implement one or where to start. Its most important and far-reaching impact may lie in AI's potential to change the way teachers teach and students learn, helping maximize student success and prepare them for the future. Collective intelligence tools will be available to save teachers time with tasks like grading papers, so teachers and teaching assistants can spend more time with students. AI can help identify struggling students through behavioral cues and give them a nudge in the right direction, according to Technology Review. Artificial intelligence can also help educators foster greater inclusivity. AI-based language translation, for example, can enable more students with diverse backgrounds to participate in a class or listen to a lecture. A piece on Wired.com states that the real challenge is not teaching AI playing chess, but playing Dungeons and Dragons. Even if it were possible to build a perfectly convincing AI dungeon master, some experts caution that this certainly wouldn't reflect true intelligence or mastery of language. That's because these programs aren't connecting the meaning of text to anything, points out Wired.com. The problem is that natural language processing is nowhere near extracting or manipulating meaning from text, says Simon Teufel, a professor who works on artificial intelligence and language at the University of Cambridge in the UK. But it's easy to trick ourselves into thinking that something intelligent is going on. In fact, Teufel thinks the current infatuation with statistical machine learning methods will ultimately result in a disappointment. The first wave of AI failed circa 1985 because it was naive and ambitious, and it didn't realize just how complex language and communication was, she says. The second wave of AI right now is soon going to fail because too much trickery and even self-trickery is used. The UK Department for International Trade is using natural language processing to filter through responses to its public consultation on the UK global tariff, reports publictechnology.net. Following the country's departure from the European Union on January 31, the UK has a year to develop and implement a set of independent trade tariffs, the first time it has needed to do so in almost half a century. A public consultation on the UK global tariff was launched on February 6th by the Department for International Trade. The department is seeking input from businesses and experts across all industries who are asked to provide specific feedback on specific products or commodity codes of importance to you, the importance of tariffs to your sector, according to Public Technology. Responses to the consultation, which is open until midnight on March 5th, will inform upcoming trade negotiations. In December, Stanford University released the 2019 edition of its AI Index, which tracks, collates, distills and visualizes data relating to artificial intelligence. MindMatters.ai wonders how much of Stanford's AI Index report is actually bullshit. Despite the hype, AI has had very little measurable effect on the economy, states MindMatters. Yes, people spend a lot of time on social media and playing ultra-realistic video games, but does that boost or diminish productivity? Technology in general and AI in particular are supposed to be creating a new economy, where algorithms and robots do all our work for us, increasing productivity by unheard of amounts, points out MindMatters. The reality has been the opposite. For decades, US productivity grew by about 3% a year, then after 1970 it slowed to 1.5% a year, then 1%, now about 0.5%, according to MindMatters. Perhaps we are spending too much time on our smartphones. AI has great potential, but we are a long way from realizing that potential. Okay, bye.